tell you one thing, son. This right here, this is my destiny in professional wrestling. This has been my goal since day one, and I'm going on 10 years, Matt Carlos.
What is he thinking right now? Rick Luxury's on the other side of that. Matt Carlos, sunset flip off the top of the ladder, takes down Rick Luxury.
Higher than a superplex from the top rope, that sunset flip, all of that pressure from Matt Carlos whipping himself over Rick Luxury, planting him in the center of the ring. This is why ladder matches are a fan favorite.
Trying to reach up and grab those belts, but Rick Luxury's right there to cut him off. Shot to the gut. What's Rick Luxury got in mind? Samoan drop off the ladder. Matt Carlos, did you see the impact, Matthew Thiel, of Matt Carlos's ribs as he hit the ring? Rick Luxury is no stranger to ladder matches, but Matt Carlos is. Oh, but Matt Carlos with a nice veteran move, knocking over the ladder, showing that he truly is ready for this match. Who's gonna walk away the undisputed worldwide internet champion? You can see the look of anguish on these fans. They're scared, afraid for the life of Matt Carlos and for wrestling personified Rick Luxury, because this match has just been back and forth brutality non-stop. A third ladder.
Marcus Mack.
Rick Luxury flying! Rick Luxury just went flying with a suicide dive to the outside, and he went face first into the ladder. Carlos ascending the ladder.
Rick Luxury still has his wits about him. He's back on his feet already. He's there to stop Matt Carlos at the ladder, right to the ribs. Matt Carlos coming down.
Rick Luxury using that third ladder as a weapon, as a battering ram into the ribs of Matt Carlos and knocking him off that ladder into the ropes. That second ladder going after Matt Carlos. It's like a 2-on-1 assault without control. Backstabber off the ladder. Backstabber by Rick Luxury takes out of control. Marcus Mack trying to lift Wrestling Personified back to his feet so he can ascend the ladder.
This could be it. That was Rick Luxury's finishing move. This is what he does to take people out. Regular style, he's won matches by that, but he's taken Matt Carlos off the top of that ladder with a backcracker. His fingers have touched the belt. This one, it could be it.
He's got the belt in his hand. Rick Luxury trying to pull it down. Can he do it? Rick Luxury trying to unhook the belt and pull him down. Rick Luxury. Matt Carlos trying to get him. Oh, and he pulled him off the ladder, but Rick Luxury pulled the belt down. He pulled it out.
Oh, players and pimps, suckers and simps, chicken heads and scallywags. Last week, you bared witness to what was an epic event. I'm talking about the most amazing day in all of APW history. The day that this man, wrestling personified, became the APW Worldwide Internet Champion in what was a ladder match.
You see, was there any doubt, Marcus? Was there any doubt? Maybe the viewers doubted that Wrestling Personified could get the job done against Matt Carlos. Maybe they thought that this old dog didn't have any new tricks. Well, Gym Wars, Matt Carlos, you found out what an 11-year destiny was all about. High above the ring sat this beautiful belt. And let me tell you, this lucky lady went home with the right man that night. Because I fulfilled exactly what I've set out to do. And that is become the only worldwide, your APW worldwide internet champion.
Let me tell you, this old dog is still young and pretty.
Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to Saturday morning's most exciting hour. John Roberts alongside Matthew Thiel here to call all this great Gym Wars action in our opening contest today. Big Country Jody Kristofferson makes his return against Rock of Love Billy Blade.
Should be a great matchup. Two powerhouses in the pro wrestling ring going one-on-one. And Jody Kristofferson, of course, has all that pent-up rage from Dave Dutra and Derek Sanders, who are tag teaming in today's main event.
That's right, in today's main event against Shane West and Daniel Torch, two up-and-comers here in All Pro Wrestling that are really looking to make a name for themselves, and how they got a hill to climb today against Derek Sanders and Dave Dutra.
But we're going to get straight into it with our opening contest, and you hear the poison of Billy Blade as he's about to make his entrance.
You're absolutely right. We're excited to see Billy Blade once again here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars, and it looks as once again he's being accompanied to the ring by Big Steve Anthony.
His roadie and bodyguard.
Making his way to the ring first with Big Steve Anthony from Santa Cruz, California, weighing 221 pounds, the Rock of Love, Billy Blade.
Billy Blade on his way to ringside playing air guitar all the way down to the ring.
It's not just air guitar. He's practicing for when he does his band. I mean, you know, he's part of a band. Of course he's part of a band. Look at him. Of course, look.
I want a demo.
He crosses the country covering Poison songs from coast to coast. This man is a huge rock star.
Well, Billy Blade, of course, was on the Hulkamania tour in Australia. He never lets anyone forget that. I'm sure we'll hear about that from him later on this hour.
It's a huge feat, my friend.
And, of course,
I take that back.
You got to watch out for his manager at ringside, his roadie, Big Steve Anthony.
Well, of course, anytime you have somebody coming to the ring, especially somebody as talented as Billy Blade and somebody with match talent like Big Steve Anthony, they're always going to play a factor in the match. But you know what?
Jody, you could use those own words and talk about yourself, too.
Yeah, excuse me. I tend to stay away from all of the action in the ring. I'm just a man.
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean, are you kidding me? I'm there to make sure Perry Von Vicious wins through strategy.
Well, here's the music of Big Country Jody Kristofferson, and this place is going to go off like a bomb. And when he makes his way through the curtain, and there he is, Big Country Jody Kristofferson.
And his opponent from Brownsville, Texas, weighing in at 230 pounds, Big Country Jody Kristofferson.
Jody Kristofferson making his way to ringside, and the Gym Wars crowd is excited, and they are ready to see this man return to action here. It's been a little while since we've seen him here on Gym Wars, ever since he was taken out at the hands of the man in black that it's been revealed to be Dave Dutra.
Now, of course, Dave Dutra making the correct choice and aligning himself with the boss, Derek Sanders, and, Jody Kristofferson just kind of got caught in that crossfire, man.
Well, it looks like referee Sparky Ballard, the senior official, is going to go over the rules with these gentlemen as we go to a commercial break. When we come back, Big Country against the Rock of Love.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having All Pro Wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
What's up, Jody, man? I heard that you moved to SoCal because APW actually did nothing for you. Just like they did nothing for me until I left and I become an international superstar. You know, the Hulkamania tour? Everywhere. So, because my partner's in rehab, I might need another partner tonight. We don't have to wrestle. What do you think about being a Rock of Love? Because let's think. Country went out last time your dad had a record. So what do you say, man? Let's drop this fake cowboy crap, because this ain't my last rodeo. And why don't you become part of the Rock of Love? What do you say? First lesson, don't drop the mic if you're a rock star.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight. You come in here, you bash the school that made me everything I am today. disrespect my father when you come here like a Bret Michaels wannabe. And you think that's a way to get on my good side? I'm gonna go ahead and take a page out of my father's book right now and say, if I want any crap out of you, I'll squeeze your head. The answer is no.
Wow, Jody Kristofferson just got jumped from behind by Rock of Love, Billy Blade, after Billy tried to get him to be a part of Rock of Love for the night.
You pay the price, you know? I mean, you can't turn your back on somebody. I mean, Jody's able to get back on top of Billy Blade there, who's running out of the ring. You don't turn your back on somebody you just insulted.
Well, Jody Kristofferson is fired up. This is his return to the All Pro Wrestling ring after being out of action for some time, and he had his family insulted by the Rock of Love Billy Blade, and he is now fired up more so than he was a few moments ago.
I mean, I don't blame Jody Kristofferson, but I also don't blame Billy Blade trying to recruit Jody into the Rock of Love. I mean, look at him. He's a specimen.
Well, they're going to lock up in the center of the ring, and it looks like Rock of Love taking the side headlock on Jody Kristofferson, taking advantage of him here, but Kristofferson able to shoot him off. Big shoulder tackle from Billy Blade takes him down. He was trying to drop a fist on him, but Jody saw it coming. Drop toe hold takes down Rock of Love. Nice move by Kristofferson, trying to
rubbing his face in the canvas. I mean, come on, that's a little extreme, don't you think?
Grabs the legs. Oh, inverted atomic drop on Billy Blade, picking him up, gonna drop him down. Signature offense from Big Country. Drop in the fist across the face. Cover, hooks the leg, 1, 2, gonna be 3, no. Rock of Love able to kick out just in time.
Just barely 2. I mean, I wonder how much that double axe handle with the face took out of Billy Blade.
Tiger suplex from Jody Kristofferson takes out Billy Blade, and Kristofferson up on his feet, looking to mount some more offense on Billy Blade. Looks like he's trying to set him up for that spear already, but
Big Steve Anthony making himself known and distracting Jody Kristofferson, doing exactly what he needs to do.
Step up enziguri from Rock of Love. Billy Blade takes down Big Country, and the Gym Wars crowd not pleased to see Big Country down like this. Kick to the gut. Did you hear the impact on that, Matthew Thiel?
Absolutely. I mean, Billy Blade is nobody to be trifled with. He is a veteran in the ring in addition to being a major rock star.
Kristofferson in a little bit of trouble here. Picking up the head is Billy Blade. Shot to the face from Billy Blade. Kristofferson fighting back. Back and forth these two go with the right hands. And Kristofferson getting the upper hand, putting him into the corner. And right now Billy Blade turns the tables. Big overhand chop. Billy Blade known throughout the globe for that maneuver, that overhand chop. And you just heard the way it echoed around the All Pro Wrestling Garage here in Hayward, California.
And of course, Billy Blade still on top, keeping Jody Kristofferson in the corner. I wonder how long Sparky Ballard is going to let this go on. I mean, what a twisted official that is.
I can't believe you used to think Sparky Ballard was the man in black.
When?
Folks, we have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back to Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include the Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. Big Country pulling the shirt up of Billy Blade, up around his head. Knife edge chop. Did you hear the impact on that, Matt Thiel, echoing around the garage?
And Billy Blade immediately put his shirt back over his chest. A smart move, trying to avoid another one of those killer chops.
But right now, Billy Blade able to get control again. And now grapevining the arm of Kristofferson with Kristofferson's own leg.
He's playing the guitar on Jody Christopherson's chest. I love it. I love it. Go Billy Blade.
Playing air guitar on Kristofferson's chest.
Well, how embarrassing for Big Country.
Well, he's also got a bit of a half Nelson. He just doesn't have the arm put all the way around the head, so he doesn't have it locked in all the way.
Oh, he immediately goes right into that reverse chin lock. Go, Billy Blade. Billy Blade. Chant it, people. Come on.
Kristofferson trying to fight out, and this Gym Wars crowd chanting the name of Jody, not Billy Blade. Shots to the gut from Kristofferson. Elbows aplenty. Runs into the ropes. Going to try and take him out, but gets bent over the knee of Billy Blade.
A kick right to the front of the head, right to the forehead of Jody Christopherson. A weak cover, though. That's not going to be enough to pin Jody. Come on, Billy. Where's your head?
Vicious kick to the face of Jody Kristofferson. Billy Blade in control here.
Who's singing?
Someone's singing in the crowd. Oh, there's a quick roll-up by Kristofferson out of nowhere. 1, 2, could it be 3? No. Billy Blade able to kick out and still be in this match. Clothesline takes down takes down Kristofferson, and Billy Blade continuing to stay on top in this matchup. Taking a moment to pose and play some air guitar over the body of Jody Kristofferson.
Oh, paid the price that time. Big boot to the face, but
knee to the side of the head. Nice move from Kristofferson. Shot to the face from Billy Blade. He tried to do that earlier in the match. Unsuccessful. This time he was successful.
Billy Blade needs to stay on the attack. He can't let Jody get a couple of breaths of air in him.
Kristofferson's in trouble right now. Trying to go for the clothesline was Billy Blade. Kristofferson running shoulder tackle takes down Billy Blade. Now big back elbow. Kristofferson firing up. Standing drop kick takes down Billy Blade.
What a drop kick by Jody Christopherson. I didn't know he had it within him.
Hooks the outside leg. Could it be enough? 2, 3, no. Billy Blade able to kick out. Kristofferson almost had the victory that time.
Kristofferson, though, now in control of the match, whipping Billy Blade across the ring.
Shot to the face by Billy Blade. Runs into the rope. Gonna go after Kristofferson. Oh, lariat!
Lariat.
Desperation lariat from Kristofferson. Floats over to a cover. Hooks the outside leg. 2, 3, no! Billy Blade able to kick out. What an exciting way to kick off Gym Wars this week.
I haven't seen a lariat like that since Dalton Frost was in the APW ring.
Shot to the face by Big Country. Trying to whip him off, but Billy Blade able to counter. Drop kick to the knee. Takes down Kristofferson. And now Billy Blade going into the corner, going to try with that drive-by kick to the side of the face, connecting with it.
Great back and forth action. Billy Blade for the cover here.
Could it be 3? No.
Only
Kristofferson able to kick out. Sparky Ballard's hand was that close to counting the 3 count.
Maybe if he was counting at regulation speed, the match would be over.
On. Why do you keep dogging
Sparky Ballard? Look at him. He's so crooked, he's got a lazy eye.
You thought that Sparky Ballard was the man in black. It was Double D Dave Dutra who attacked Jody Kristofferson.
I never said that. I called Dave Dutra for weeks and weeks and weeks that he was the man in black. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're out of your mind. Kristofferson able to get the advantage right now.
Big Steve Anthony.
Big Steve Anthony behind the referee's back, got the foot. Billy Blade looking for that hesitation drop kick, instead takes out his own manager. Kristofferson, he's got him set up. He's looking for that big spear, that signature move, that signature finisher from Kristofferson. He hits it, it's over. There's the spear. Cover hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Kristofferson gets the victory here in his return to Gym Wars.
And a winner by pinfall in 6 minutes and 22 seconds, Big Country, Jody Kristofferson.
Big Country Jody Kristofferson able to get the victory here in his return to All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars with a big spear to Rock-a-Love Billy Blade.
Now, of course, look, Jody Kristofferson. I'm sure his head is swelling with pride. His ego is growing as we speak as he dances around the middle of the ring. He's calling for a microphone. What's next? He's going to parade around with a trophy?
Well, let's hear from Big Country.
Hey, Billy, when you diss my father, you diss all of the highwaymen. That win was for Johnny Cash's throat.
Johnny Cash. What a name drop. Hey, he's not Big Country to me anymore. He is the name dropper, Jody Kristofferson.
Well, Big Country able to get the big win over Rock-a-Love Billy Blade here in his return to All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. And after having his family insulted, I'm sure he was even more fired up for that match and saying that spear was for Johnny Cash. Folks, we have to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we've got the APW News Break. Killer Jay Mathias is standing by in the newsroom. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back to Gym Wars.
5, 4.
If you would like to get involved behind the scenes with pro wrestling, we are looking for you. All Pro Wrestling is always on the lookout for talented interns in the areas of television production, including commentators, graphic design, and website design. We also have highly paid commission sales and marketing openings. For more information, email your qualifications and resume and tell us which area behind the scenes you'd love to be involved in. info@allprowrestling.com. Give us a call as well at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Well, All Pro Wrestling fans, welcome back to Gym Wars, but we're supposed to be going to a news break right now. Wait, Matthew Thiel, do you hear that music?
That would be the theme to WWE Tough Enough, John Roberts.
You don't think?
Well, we did hear that somebody was going to be coming back, a former champion.
And you accused me of knowing who that was. I have no clue who that person is.
We're about to get in. It's AJ Kirsch, Tough Enough contestant.
AJ Kirsch makes his return to the All Pro Wrestling Garage here in Hayward, California.
I know that guy.
I know that guy too. He's a former APW Tag Team Champion, team for a long time with Outrageous Nate Rules in the group known as Ego. And of course, at the helm of that was a man who's a member of the APW Championship Committee, John LaRocca.
That's true. And AJ Kirsch now back here in All Pro Wrestling. What is he doing here, John Roberts? I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
Jason, the very famous AJ.
Jason Anderson is in the ring with him right now. Maybe he's going to get a few words from him, but I don't think so. He's just going to turn the mic over to him, and I can't agree with him more on that. AJ Kirsch is back, ladies and gentlemen, in All Pro Wrestling Ring. And Matt, if you don't mind, Matthew, if you don't mind, I don't have anything else to say. Let's just go to AJ Kirsch right now in the center of the ring.
Long time no see, All Pro Wrestling. Thank you guys so much for that welcome, man. That really made me feel good. You know, I don't know. It's been a long time since I stepped foot in an All Pro Wrestling ring, and I don't know how many of you are familiar with your APW history, but me and All Pro Wrestling, we go way back, way back. Some of you might remember a little team by the name of Ego. Undefeated for a year and a half as All Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We were the single most dominant tag team in the history of All Pro Wrestling. Victories over America's Most Wanted when they were TNA Tag Team Champions. We even beat the legendary, the infamous New Age Outlaws. Myself, the excellence of Ego, AJ Kirsch, teaming with the outrageous Nathan Rules, and of course at the helm, providing a method to the madness, the genius of Johnny LaRocca. It's good to see you, brother. You know, APW brought me up. They really provided a jump start to my career. But, you know, shortly after we lost the All Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship, something happened. And I don't know why, and I don't know what I had to do to fix it, but that fire, that passion that was burning inside me just wasn't burning as bright as it used to. And I wasn't sure what to do about it, didn't know how to fix it, and it lasted longer than I wanted it to, but along came a little show called WWE Tough Enough. And man, there were moments on that show I literally had to remind myself out loud that I wasn't dreaming. How many people get to say that they sat in a ring, shared a ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart? How many people get to say that they were taken out by the WWE Divas for a night on the town? And how many people get to say that they stepped in the ring and went toe-to-toe with The Rock? I'm a lucky man. But something happened throughout the course of that show that far eclipses anything. Some of you may remember a little conversation I had with Stone Cold Steve Austin when he told me, if me talking to you didn't light a fire under your ass, then there's something wrong with you. Well, the reason I'm in this ring, All Pro Wrestling, is because I'm here to tell you there ain't nothing wrong with me. That fire burns brighter and hotter than it ever has. Yeah. And that's why I'm proud to officially announce my return to All Pro Wrestling. And to the unfortunate soul who's standing across from me in this ring, I've got this message. It wasn't just Stone Cold Steve Austin who lit that fire. It was Booker T. It was Trish Stratus. It was Bill DeMott. It was John Morrison. It was The Big Show. It was Rey Mysterio. It was Bret the Hitman Hart, John Cena, and The Rock. That's who lit the fire that burns under my ass today. Yeah! I said it to Bill DeMott. I'm going to say it again. When I'm in this ring, I don't make believe. I make believers. And to my opponent that day, to everybody in the back, and to every one of you, I will make believers out of you. Yeah.
AJ Kirsch is back, All Pro Wrestling fans. We have to take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
And we're back, all pro wrestling fans. AJ Kirsch making a statement that he is going to return to Gym Wars action.
Pandering to the crowd the entire commercial break.
Matthew Thiel, I've never heard that music before in the APW garage. That's got to be the new music of Dave Dutra, who has turned his back, as it were, on the Gym Wars crowd, on the APW faithful, and has aligned himself with the boss, Derek Sanders.
A very, very good choice. And now, oh, look at this. They're exchanging words with AJ Kirsch.
Well, there's a lot of history there between Derek Sanders and AJ Kirsch, and that's a match right there I would love to see. Dave Dutra versus AJ Kirsch.
AJ Kirsch, of course, very accomplished. WWE tough enough, all that, but Dave Dutra has better things to do with his time than wrestle AJ Kirsch. Come on, man.
I still would love to see that match, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who would love to see it. Of course, the history I was referring to between Derek Sanders and AJ Kirsch, it was Derek Sanders who eventually joined Ego and helped Nate Rules and John LaRocca leave AJ Kirsch in a pool of his own blood and kicked him out of Ego and essentially out of APW at the time, too.
Good choice. I'd do the same thing in their position.
Well, of course, Dave Dutra was revealed a few weeks ago as the Man in Black. Let's hear from him and Derek Sanders.
Dave Dutra. Dave, I'm going to ask you what a lot of these fans around here are thinking. What is going through your mind?
Oh, you know, a lot of things have been going through my mind. And I said that I would clear things up right here, right now, and I'm going to do that. You see, when I came up here at the APW boot camp, I debuted against this very man. I had people that I used to like to call double Desiacs that would support me, root me on, and I used all that love and energy and momentum into everything I did in this ring. And then you fast forward only 1 year later, I win the Internet Championship, and I didn't just win that title, I beat someone who held the belt for over a year. So for all the guys prior that couldn't do it, I did.
He deserved it.
And then you have, you know, they also say that in wrestling you don't have a lot of friends, you just have mere acquaintances. But I had what I thought to believe a lot of my friends that came out to celebrate with me. You guys like Matt Carlos, Will Rude, Jody Kristofferson. They all came out, hoisted me on their shoulders. It was one of the greatest moments in my wrestling career to date. And then you fast forward to August. August was the month, August 2010, I'll never forget it. I lost the Internet Championship to Mr. Wrestling. And all those same guys, Matt Carlos, Jody Kristofferson, Will Rude, and so on, they come out, and I thought, okay, they're my friends, they're just gonna, say, Dave, you'll get your rematch, whatever. No. They go and celebrate with Mr. Wrestling. What kind of friends is that? Why was that worth celebrating? Mr. Wrestling beat me and they celebrate? Now, beating Tim Thatcher's worth celebrating. That was called double crossing Dave Dutra. That was called turning your back on Dave Dutra. And then that very night, I got a phone call from one Derek Sanders. And he explained it to me. He said it real simple. He said, you just can't trust anybody in wrestling, Dave. And that was pure proof. There's no friends. There's maybe business partnerships, but there's no friends. And from that point forward, Derek and I knew that we could be business partners and get what we both want, and that's championship gold in all pro wrestling. And when I saw Will Rude, a guy who was offered that kind of service,
and just threw it away for nothing. He had the opportunity to be led by someone with the experience and the tenure and championship gold, the pedigree of Derek Sanders, and threw it away. Now look what's happened to Will Rude. Hope you're watching at home, Will. Take your time. When you step back in, I'm gonna knock you back out.
Derek Sanders, everybody around here knows your MO when it comes to teaming with people, and we saw what happened with Will Rude. Why are you teaming with Dave Dutra now?
It's very simple. Will Rude was a degenerate. Will Rude was rubbish and garbage that needed me, okay? I threw a bone to the dog, all right? I said, Will Rude, I'll help you out. You do what I say, I'll keep you on my payroll. Will Rude turned his back on the boss. Will Rude forgot who the boss was. Everyone here in this very gym knows very well that I am the boss, Derek Sanders. I'm the boss. So, to answer your question, why did I pick Double D Dave Dutra? Why did I pick this baby face that everyone here loved, the Double Dziaks that... I picked him for one simple reason. When I look into this kid, when I look into this youngster, I see someone that is almost, not quite equal to me, but almost equal in caliber to the boss, Derek Sanders. And one quick fact, just so you guys know, you know that APW bootcamp? It's a 2-year program, and just to let you know, the top 2 graduates that finished faster than anybody else are in this ring right now. A normal guy, normal wrestler might take 2 years, some I've seen take longer. I believe he got 10 months and I got 11 months, and no one has even got close to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boss, Derek Sanders, and Double D, Dave Dutra.
Well, Gym Wars fans, Jason Anderson able to get a few words with Double D, Dave Dutra, and the boss, Derek Sanders. And Dutra making a great point. They are the 2 fastest graduates in boot camp history, and it's a business partnership between the 2 of them.
I can't think of 2 better people to enter a business partnership with one another.
Well, folks, we have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back to Gym Wars.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Bootcamp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Bootcamp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include the Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley, and Alyssa Flash. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome back to another edition of APW's News Break. I am your host, the killer, Jay Mathias. Already an exciting episode of Gym Wars, as you saw earlier. The return of AJ Kirsch, former tag team champion here in APW. After going around showing his talents to the world and proving that he is indeed tough enough in WWE's competition, he's returned to an APW ring. It's going to be exciting. He's coming back with fire in his belly, and he's ready to prove himself all over again. AJ Kirsch coming back. Can't wait to see his return to the ring. Now also, things are heating up between Team APW, APW at large, and the Carnival of Shadows. These people have terrorized the APW proper and the APW faithful for almost a year now. And it's coming to a head. Looks like we've got an 8-man tag team elimination battle heading up next week. It's going to be the Carnival of Shadows versus Dylan Drake, Tim Thatcher, Out of Control Matt Carlos, the former internet champion, and the young sensation Mikey J. They're going to go head-to-head, take each other on, and only one man, one team will survive. Let's see what the Carnival Shadows have to say about this altercation.
It seems that the heroes of APW just keep coming and keep coming. And you know what? That's just fine by us. Because every pretty boy, every generic hero that you throw at us, we will be happy to destroy. Where's Vitus DeMarco? Matt Carlos, you want to put yourself in the fray? I want you to come back after this 8-man elimination tag match and tell me how that works out for you. If you still can walk. Mikey J, talk about more guts than brains. I've bruised ribs, I've probably cracked them, but yet you come back for more? I have more to give you. And that brings me to Tim Thatcher and the pretty boy, Dylan Drake. Dylan Drake. Hello, Dylan. You know, Dylan, you shouldn't be very mad at me for taking out your friend, Timothy Thatcher. No. And Timothy Thatcher, you should blame Dylan Drake for you almost losing your career, not me, Dylan Drake. I hope you hold on to that belt and hold on to it very dearly, because I'm coming for it. But first, we have our 8-man tag team elimination match. Yes, and Timothy Thatcher, I would just say, don't get in my way again, or you'll meet my special friend. And Dylan Drake, my special friend, is also coming for you.
Once again, tough to get a straight answer from Jekyll's, the Carnival of Shadows leader, still playing mind games with Dylan Drake and APW at large. But all I know, one thing we can be certain about, is that we are going to have a tag team elimination match. It is going to be the Carnival of Shadows, their usual suspects, against Team APW, being represented proudly by Dylan Drake, Tim Thatcher, the former internet champion Matt Carlos, and up-and-comer Mikey J. Now that is going to be exciting, but right now we've got a main event for you. It's going to be amazing. Dave Dutra, I'm kind of at a loss for words. This guy taking a trip to the dark side, revealed as the Man in Black, and now him and his new benefactor / mentor, Derek Sanders, they're heading to our main event, operating as a tag team against 2 high flyers. You've got Daniel Torch and Shane West, 2 up-and-comers, 2 young, athletic guys who are going up against some guys they're giving away some weight to. So let's see if they can make up for that lack of strength with a little bit of speed. That's going to be an exciting main event. Stay tuned for it, folks, and I will see you next week.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. It's time for our big main event tag team match. Double D, Dave Dutra, and the boss, Derek Sanders, going to team up this new business partnership. Going to take on the team of Daniel Torch and Shane Wild West.
It's going to be a great main event, and look at these two now ready for action, ready for our main event.
Making their way to the ring first, at a combined weight of 421 pounds, the team of Double D, Dave Dutra, and the boss, Derek Sanders.
Well, the team of Dutra and Sanders look like they're ready for this contest. Of course, they are the 2 fastest graduates in APW bootcamp history, and they are both very, very talented men in that ring. Of course, Dutra, a former worldwide internet champion, and Derek Sanders, a former Triple Crown champion.
I expect greatness out of David Dutra and the boss, Derek Sanders.
And their opponents making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 315 pounds, the team of Shane Wild West and Daniel Torch.
Well, here comes the high-flying duo, fast-paced, action-packed team of Daniel Torch and Shane Wild West.
They have everything to prove in this match, stepping into the ring with the boss, Derek Sanders, and David Dutra.
Daniel Torch looks fired up. Of course, he put on a great display of heart and courage and fire in the Young Lions Cup, and we've seen nothing but the same from Shane Wild West so far here in an All-Pro Wrestling ring.
Now, how excited is David Dutra right now? He's going to enter this match the first time I'm sure he feels liberated. He feels like he can take on the world. He's got the boss, Derek Sanders, in his corner. He's got the inexperienced Daniel Torch. He's got Shane West, who is half his size in there. He must feel like he's ready to just rip through these people and take all pro wrestling by storm.
Well, referee Toby Reynolds going over the rules with both teams here, making his checks, doing his job as an official. Folks, don't forget to find out more information about All Pro Wrestling and, of course, future TV tapings. Log on to www.allprowrestling.com. And, of course, don't forget to visit more videos on youtube.com/allprowrestling, the internet home of All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. And also don't forget to check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/allprowrestling.
Did you talk about Facebook?
We're also on Facebook. Look us up on Facebook, All Pro Wrestling on Facebook.
You can also become my fan on Facebook, Matthew Field, the greatest mind in professional wrestling.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I am incredible.
I'm not a fan of yours.
Okay, let's talk about this main event, John Roberts. This is a huge tag team match. The first time we've seen the boss, Derek Sanders, and David Dutra in tandem together in an all-pro wrestling ring, taking on Daniel Torch and Shane West.
Well, this match officially underway, and it looks like we're going to start things off with Dutra and Daniel Torch. Nope, once again, more tags from Dutra and Sanders playing mind games, and they even motion for it. They're playing mind games with Daniel Torch, and he's not going to let them play those mind games with him. Lock up in the center of the ring, and D-Torch pushed into the corner by the much larger boss, Derek Sanders.
Did you know that a couple of weeks ago when I said Daniel Torch needs a sandwich, he came to me later on and asked me for one?
Really?
Yeah.
He came and asked you for a sandwich?
He asked me for a sandwich. I gave him my coupon that I found in my mailbox for Subway.
Well, lock up in the center of the ring once again. The boss throwing D-Torch across the ring. A big display of power. Of course, you've got agility, speed, and action against a much more powerhouse team of the boss and Dutra. Of course, Dutra not afraid to leave his feet as well. He's been known for his split-legged moonsault in the corner and also a standing moonsault in the center of the ring. This is going to be an excellent match. You've got speed and agility versus power. And Matthew, I want to know, who do you think is going to come out the victor in this match?
Power is going to win. You can have all the speed and agility in the world, but once the powerhouse is able to grab hold of you, it is all over.
Well, there's a front face lock from the boss, and of course he's also got that arm locked in, so Torch not able to get the separation he wanted, and a clubbing blow to the back of D-Torch sends him down to the mat. Shot to the face sends D-Torch reeling. He's trying to sweep the legs.
Oh, look at the power.
Wrench. Looking for a gut wrench powerbomb, but able to float all the way over into a roll-up is Torch. Rolling under into a schoolboy, going for the pinfall, but again, Sanders able to kick out, ducking under. Looks like he's going to go for an Okada roll here. Rolling all the way through. Is he going to bridge over? No, and therefore Sanders able to kick out. Standing drop kick from Daniel Torch, trying to take out Sanders, looking for the big clothesline, nobody home. Oh, nice move from Sanders, able to just power him down, grabbing him and bringing him down.
And that's where the inexperience of Daniel Torch is. You could see, once he passed the boss, Derek Sanders, he was lost. He didn't know what he was going to do next, and Derek Sanders took advantage of that.
D-Torch, nice move from D-Torch, able to counter the one-man flapjack into a drop kick in the chest. In comes Shane West off the tag. Going into the far corner, tag made to Dutra. Oh, both men taken out by the team of Torch and West with tandem drop kicks.
Shane West playing to the crowd, though, not paying attention to Dave Dutra. Good thing Dutra didn't take advantage.
Well, a shot to the face from Shane West. Shoots Dutra off with the Irish whip. Nice back elbow from Shane West. He's fired up for this contest here in the main event of Gym Wars. Standing vertical suplex from Shane West, able to take Dutra all the way over. And Dutra in trouble here against Shane West.
I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm very surprised at how well Shane West and Daniel Torch are doing. Dave Dutra doing the smart thing, cutting off the momentum of Shane West.
Well, Shane West was ready for him, but Dutra saw it coming and ducked out of the ring. And now Daniel Torch going after him on the outside, not going to let Dutra get a moment to breathe. Just sends him back into the ring. Another vertical suplex from Shane West, floats over into a cover, doesn't hook the leg though, and only a 1 count as a result.
And the intensity of Shane West and Daniel Torch in this match proves that they know exactly what's at stake in this match. If they can get a victory over the boss, Derek Sanders, and David Dutra, their star will rise and they will be in championship contention.
Fisherman suplex from Daniel Torch. I'm surprised to see so many suplexes. A great display of power from the team of West and Torch in this match.
How long is it going to last, though, with all of those heavy suplexes against these guys that are twice the weight of Daniel Torch? It's got to take its toll on him.
Well, Dutra trying to call for a timeout, but there are no timeouts in professional wrestling. As Torch just going right after him in the corner. Shots to the face, forearm to the face, puts Dutra into the ropes. Goes to Irish whip him across the ring, but the much larger Dutra able to counter it. Double A spinebuster from Dutra takes him down. Nice counter by Dutra.
Dutra is able to get that breather that he so desperately needs, going for the cover
Hooks
here.
the leg, cradles the other leg with his own, but only able to get a 2 count that time. Took a little bit too long going into that cover. If he had done it straight out of the spinebuster, you got to think it was over.
It's entirely possible. Now Dave Dutra here going for his own vertical suplex.
But gets countered by D. Torch. Tags made to West. West gonna come in. Oh, but Dutra able to cut him
You
off.
saw him hesitate while getting in the ring, and Dave Dutra, learning from the boss, Derek Sanders, was able to take advantage of that situation.
It looked like West was gonna go top rope. Instead, decided to come in through the middle, and that's where the hesitation came from. Shots to the face by West, trying to fight out in his own corner.
Closed fists, though. Come on, open up that hand. Follow the rules, Shane.
Looks like he's gonna go for a fisherman suplex himself, but Dutra able to counter it. Dutra lifting him up, delaying it, holding West up in the center of the ring, just keeping him there, bringing him down with authority with that vertical suplex, stalling vertical suplex, takes down Shane West. Well, the team of Torch and West really have their work cut out for them right now. They're in a bit of a hole here as Dutra able to make the tag to the fresh boss, Derek Sanders. And now Sanders in the ring. Shots to the gut by West. Oh, but a clubbing blow takes down West. And just in the same manner that he took down Daniel Torch, the boss able to get in control here and spit some not so kind words in the direction of Shane West.
And now Derek Sanders just using those muscles to just rip at the head and the neck of Shane West, trying to incapacitate his opponent.
Well, the aggression we're seeing here from Derek Sanders, you can see it on his face. He's really trying to show the world what he and Dutra are all about. This new business partnership that has completely run rampant over all pro wrestling over the last few weeks. The man in black, of course, was revealed to be Dave Dutra. And there's the tag made to the man that used to refer to the crowd as Double Desiacs, and he no longer will. He says they turned their back on him, so he's turning his back on them. Double vertical suplex from the team of Dutra and Sanders. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3. No, West able to kick out just in the nick of time. Dutra pulling West up by his head. Oh, neck breaker, but keeping control and slamming his head on his shoulder was Dutra to West, and still keeping control of the head, bringing him down once again, keeping a submission hold locked in, bringing him down a third time with authority for that final moment of impact. Hooks the leg, fist into the face, along with that elbow. A very arrogant cover from Dave Dutra.
What a great series of neck breakers. So much damage done to the neck of Shane West, in addition to that camel clutch that the boss Derek Sanders had on him earlier in the match.
And then having his foot slammed into the boot, those white boots of the boss Derek Sanders. And West in a world of trouble. He desperately needs to make a tag to Torch, but he's not going to be able to with the way that the boss and David Dutra have cut off the ring from Daniel Torch.
And look how well Derek Sanders is able to manipulate Daniel Torch to allow Shane West to be stuck in the corner of David Dutra and Derek Sanders.
Dutra with boots to the face of Shane West, behind the ref's back, but now the ref coming back over and telling him you need to get him out of the corner. Picking him up, slamming him down with a scoop and a slam. Runs into the ropes, drops the leg across the throat, hooks the outside leg. Nice agility there from Dutra, but only a 2 count. You saw how close Toby Reynolds' hand was to counting the 3 that time.
Now Dave Dutra needs to stay on the attack and needs to make sure that he continues to keep Shane West isolated from his tag team partner Daniel Torch over there all the way across the ring. It may not look like it's that far, but that is a long crawl to get that tag.
Well, knees to the spine by Dutra on Shane West, and West in trouble here.
Dave Dutra sharing some words with Shane West as West tries to get the crowd into it, trying to get that blood flowing.
West getting back to a vertical base. He's trying to fight out, trying to make the tag to Torch. He so desperately needs. But Dutra able to keep control of that leg. Slides down into an amateur hold on that leg and able to pull him back, use his his strength on Shane West. West able to get back up to 1 foot. Mule kick takes down Dutra.
Derek Sanders must have gotten the tag. I saw Toby Reynolds motion for that tag, and there he is, the boss, Derek Sanders, showing exactly why he's the boss. There's that aggression. He is the boss, Derek Sanders, and he is proving it in that ring.
Well, the blind tag by the boss. He's able to make himself the legal man and apply more beatdown to Shane West. Will West be able to make a tag to his partner, Daniel Torch? Folks, we have to take a commercial break. This tag team match continues.
Are you or your son or daughter celebrating a birthday soon? There's no better way to celebrate a birthday than to throw the birthday person a pro wrestling themed birthday party. We have several packages available, including renting our facility with a customized pro wrestling show. Bring your birthday cake and invite your guests to attend a private pro wrestling birthday party. If you are interested in having all pro wrestling be a part of your birthday celebration, give us a call at 510-785-8396 or visit the website at www.allprowrestling.com.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to our main event, a tag team match between the new business partnership of Dave Dutra and Derek Sanders. They take on the team of Daniel Torch and Shane West. During the commercial break, Sanders able to continue to apply more pressure from that one-arm camel clutch.
I will give Shane West credit where credit is due. He's been able to survive this hold throughout the entire commercial break.
Sanders continues to apply pressure. It's really evident right now that West needs to make a tag, a desperate tag to Daniel Torch.
He is in the wrong corner, facing the wrong side of the ring for that to happen, though. Daniel Torch, though, he's been chomping at the bit for minutes now, trying to get in here.
Well, there's a shot to that six-pack of Sanders. West trying to fight out, one-man flapjack upcoming, but he's able to just dump him over his head.
Half Northern Light suplex, and now he's got push-ups on the pin.
Just throwing him over with ease was Sanders. West normally doesn't get thrown around that easily. He's just got to be really beat down right now by the boss.
I don't blame him. This tandem of the boss, Derek Sanders, and David Dutra, they seem to be unstoppable. What is in the future of this business partnership?
Well, there's a tag made by Sanders to Dutra. Shots to the back of to the spine by Dutra with that knee, but West able to kick out. Tag made to Sanders, and now in comes Derek Sanders once again. They're going to shoot West off. Double team Irish whip. Drop toe hold by Dave Dutra, and an elbow to the spine by the boss, Derek Sanders.
Number 3. Nah, he's not worth number 3, is he?
The boss taking a moment to pander to the crowd. Drops the knee, but nobody home.
Derek Sanders not happy about that. Shane West able to move out of the way, but Derek Sanders cutting him off right away.
Sanders able to pop right back up and deliver a clubbing blow to the back. Scoop and a slam takes down Shane West. Once again, Sanders taking a moment to look right in the camera and say, I'm the boss. Now drops a knee against the throat. In comes Daniel Torch trying to break it up and is able to get there just in time.
Oh, come on, Daniel Torch. Why don't you follow the rules? Stay in that corner. Hold on to that tag rope.
A tag made to the now fresh Dave Dutra. Double team maneuver here. Scoop and a slam by the boss, Derek Sanders. Dutra going for that moonsault off the rope. West able to fly across the ring and make the tag to Daniel Torch. Jumping off the rope with that big elbow across the throat. Big clothesline across the throat. Snaps off a Hurricane Rana on the boss, Derek Sanders. What a beautiful maneuver from Daniel Torch. Spring running off the rope. Looking for a bulldog. No, floats all the way over the back of Dutra. Dutra looking for that back elbow. Nobody home. Tornado DDT from Daniel Torch. Great athletic ability on display here. Cover. Hooks the leg, but only a 2 count. The boss able to get in there and break it up as Dutra was trying to kick out.
High impact, high speed, high velocity. That is what Daniel Torch is all about. Dave Dutra with a well-placed knee and a well-placed tag. This whole match could change at a moment's notice with the boss, Derek Sanders, right back in there, right back on the attack.
Well, there's a blind tag made by West, able to get the tag, going to the top rope, coming off, drop kick to the unsuspecting boss, Derek Sanders. He turned around and got boots right in the face. West, step up kick to the side of the head.
Boss and Derek Sanders is thrown through a loop. He doesn't get all of that super quick kick though, but it was enough to get Derek Sanders off of his feet.
Drapes the arm across his chest, and Sanders able to kick out just before the ref's hand hit for 3. Great tandem offense from the team of Torch and West. Tag made to Daniel Torch, who's now going to go up to the top rope himself, looking to fly. Is Daniel Torch coming off, trying to snap something off, but he gets caught. And the Boss picking him up, just windmilling him right into his tag team partner.
Look at the strength of the Boss, Derek
Lifting
Sanders.
him up. Spike pile driver from the team of Sanders and Dutra. This new business partnership looks like they're going to get the victory here in their first match together. 1, 2, and 3. And the team of Sanders and Dutra able to get the victory here in the main event.
And the winners of this contest in 13 minutes and 38 seconds, the team of Double D, Dave Dutra, and the Boss, Derek Sanders.
Well, this new business partnership so far has yielded great earnings for these two, and in their first match together, they get the victory over a pretty good team of Torch and West.
I will say the chemistry between Torch and West was more than I could ever have imagined it would be, but it wasn't enough to stop the Boss, Derek Sanders, and his business partner, Double D, Dave Dutra, from taking home the victory and showing everybody at home why they are, why the sky is the limit for these two.
Well, you can hear the words from Dutra and Sanders. They're telling the folks at home that there's no one better than them. An arrogant display from these two. Folks, don't forget next week,
Championship Committee John LaRocca, though, is talking to Double D and the Boss, Derek Sanders. What could this be about?
I have no clue. We're out of time. Next week, 8-man elimination tag match, folks. We'll see you next week on Gym Wars.